How you doing? It's been a minute since I've been live and wanted to catch you guys up on some projects for 2024 I'm working on. I met with a filmmaker today and podcast studio expert, and we're setting up a new studio for podcasting and recording video in my office at Sneaker Impact in Miami, Little River area. So in about a week or two, we'll have our final new studio set up, and I'll be able to share a lot of more professional content with you that I'm recording. But that's the first thing I want to mention here from my beautiful backyard in Miami, Florida. Check out this mango tree. It's late afternoon, early evening. We got this beautiful giant mango tree that's gonna drop thousands of mangoes all over the neighborhood, my backyard. Got some cool plants back there, some trees I planted. I'll show you those in a little bit. I am a gardener and a botanist, but today I'm going to talk to you about podcasts and upcoming events and some cool projects that I'm working on that I'm going to be sharing on my YouTube channel over the coming months and on other places. So first thing is we've launched a couple new podcasts. We being me, on behalf of a couple brands. So the first podcast I launched was Miami Mushroom Fest. We have a podcast called Miami Mushroom Podcast, and that is on Spotify and all the podcast channels, and I will get it on YouTube also. I only have 1 or 2 episodes up right now. I'm interviewing experts in the field of mycology and to do with medicinal mushrooms and psychiatry, psychology, every type of thing that mushrooms benefit, also medicinal, um, experts, music, all the things to do with Miami Mushroom Fest, arts. So that's the first podcast. The second podcast is Sneaker Impact News, and that's my main career is at Sneaker Impact. I'm part of the team there building that brand, and we are a social enterprise that helps recycle shoes for the running industry and other businesses and the public. We recycle shoes and clothing, but I work specifically in the running industry and help manage over 300 accounts now that we're working with 300 stores. Today, I got to interview a woman from the Low Impact Alliance, a nonprofit we work with, and we're going to have a lot of great other experts in the future. I already have 3 episodes online. So Sneaker Impact News on all of your major, all podcast channels. Just look up Sneaker Impact News, give us a follow. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to be putting up about 2 episodes a week for Sneaker Impact News. And then for Miami Mushroom Podcast, we're going to try to do at least 1 episode a week. I was slacking in January. I started this in early January or late December, but honestly, I had to meet with an expert who I finally got to meet with today for 3 hours to make sure that my studio wasn't even ready a month ago at all. Or now we're setting it up. It'll be ready in about 2 weeks. But in the meantime, I have a workflow down with Descript, which is a software I use, and I'm pushing it out through Buzzsprout to about 12 to 15 podcast channels. So you're going to start to get some great content coming soon. It's already out there, actually. Just go to Google and search Sneaker Impact News Podcast. And I've got 3 episodes up for Sneaker Impact. And besides that, I'm going to update you guys on the running and what's going on the latest with my Achilles and with my upcoming events. So for those that didn't know, I've had an Achilles injury for the last couple months that is healing up, and I am still recovering from it. I've been resting really since November, just doing a couple easy runs, even taking 2 to 3 weeks off at a time. So I've been really resting lately. From January 1st through 15th, I had 0 miles because I got a PRP injection like January 4th or something, and so I had to rest for 2 weeks after that. And I got exosomes injected in November. So I've had 2 injections in the last 2 months. I consulted with a surgeon. I had an MRI. No surgeries recommended. What's recommended is a lot of strengthening, and actually the surgeon recommended injections of PRP, stem cells, exosomes, whatever I can do, because the injury is a partially ruptured Achilles tendon. And I also had some ligament tears or damage, uh, high grade injuries, they call it, to several parts of my ankle, all in the same foot, in my left foot. My right foot's actually in good shape. But then after my left Achilles has been bothering me, my left ankle, from several injuries for the last year, I still ran 5 marathons in the last year, but I'm going to take a year off of racing. That started in November. My next race, I'm going to announce it right now. I'll do another official video at some point. But my next big race of 2024, I haven't done any yet, is going to be September 15th, Sydney Marathon. I was invited to be part of the age group world championship race for the marathon, and I'll be competing in the Sydney Marathon for the age group world marathon majors world championship race. It's really exciting. It'll be my 3rd year in a row in the age group world championship race. You have to be invited. The special race and special event for the top masters 40 and over runners in the world. I just turned 45, so I'm in a new age group, 45 to 49. I competed the last 2 years in 40 to 44, and I did okay in London 2 years ago, and then this last fall in Chicago, 239 in London, 240 in Chicago. Pretty consistent 2 years in a row. I have run a 231 in the last year and a half at CIM, and 240 in Boston last April. So I ran 231 and 232 a couple of times in the last 3 or 4 years. So trying to get back down in the low 230s from the 240 range. Not that big of a difference, but it comes down to being, pain-free. I've been in a lot of pain and running, in pain. So my goal is to get the Achilles under control, and it's actually getting better now after a couple months of resting. I've been able to run 4 miles a day for the last couple of days, and I am feeling better than I felt in November or October when I was in a lot of pain right after when I was doing the Chicago Marathon. So yeah, that's a quick update on my running. I'll be just getting back to training now. It's February 1st today, and I'm just getting back to easy training in the last 2 weeks. I did like 11 miles the first week and 13 miles last week. And this week, we're halfway through the week, and I've done about 10 miles. So I'll probably get 20 or 20 to 25. I'll work my way back up to 50 to 60 within a couple of weeks. It'll quickly come back, but I haven't been able to do long runs yet, but I'll quickly get back to 40 to 50 miles and 60, and then eventually 80 to 100 eventually. I do like to run high mileage, but I want to stay strong. I've been trying to do pull-ups and stay in the gym and, do strength training, Pilates, not just running. But yeah, I'm slowly coming back to the racing scene. I'll be racing hopefully the Miami Marathon in 1 year. I didn't race it this year. It just happened a week ago. But hopefully I'll do the Miami half marathon next January and the Naples half as well, which I had to sit out this year after doing 2 years ago. Last year I had to sit out the Naples half as well due to a bike accident where I broke 2 ribs and hurt my knee. Unlucky, happened race week. But I had competed in Naples like 9 times in the last 10 years before that race. So, and won the Masters there a couple times and done well. So my goal is to get back to doing some fast half marathons, get back down to the under the 112, 111, 110 range where I know I can run, and get my marathons faster too. Um, I still have some of my fastest racing ahead of me, even though I'm in my mid 40s now, because I have really good nutrition and lifestyle. I sleep a lot. I try to have a healthy mindset, positive mindset, healthy lifestyle. And yeah, I'm here in beautiful Miami. So I don't know, I'll show you guys around a little bit. Let's see, can I turn on the camera? Yeah. This is my noni tree right here. That is a noni tree planted. Check it out. It's going to get really nice. It's probably going to get about 20 feet tall and get covered in nonis. It already has nonis on it, and it's had nonis on it for years. I've had this tree for several years, and you can see that's a noni right there. I'll bring you guys some gardening content too. A little bit of everything on here. So that's a noni tree that I bought in Homestead about 3 years ago, and I've been nurturing in my yards. Finally put it in the ground. I think I did a really good job. I spent a weekend planting in my yard. This is a lemon tree. Check it out. It's about as tall as me. It's about 5 feet tall. Has not produced any lemons yet, but it will. Just needed to go in the ground and get fertilized. It had been in a pot for the last couple of years. Now it's in the ground. It's been in the ground for about 2 weeks. So both of these guys, 2 or 3 weeks in the ground, give them a year in the ground, they're going to go crazy. And this is a katuk, which is from Asia. Katuks are an edible leaf and an edible shrub that you can use in a salad. And this is used in food forests. And my friend who installs food forests, I got this from him. It's called Katuk, K-A-T-U-K. And again, it's an edible green. I've got a giant mango tree that is flowering. It's so big. It's one of the biggest mango trees I think I've ever seen. And it's in my backyard, so I'm so excited. And that's it. Yeah, so it's a very, very nice mango tree. Let me see if I can show you the flowers. They're on the end. You can see them. They're on the end of the branches up there. Those are the flowers. They're just starting to um, have the florets come out, but they're not flowering yet. There's probably some other plants living up in this tree. It's so big. A palm tree or two growing through it. And then I have some little companion plants down here I'm going to plant. I'll just show you my plant collection quick. There's some bromeliads. This is a cool plant I found in a previous place I lived that didn't have anyone taking care of it. Okay. This is a mango, baby mango right here. Check it out. I dug this out of the ground myself in my old neighborhood, out of the concrete gravel. It's a baby mango. I'm so proud of it. It's a honey mango. It's going to be going in the ground, and it's going to be a companion to the grandfather mango. Okay, what else do we have here? We got some miscellaneous plants, pineapples. We got giant aloe, a lot of pineapple and aloe, and papaya. Check it out. Little babies, papayas. But they're getting bigger. I need to put them in the ground so they get really big. These are papaya. Some of you know papaya. And this is pineapple. And this is a big pineapple right here. That's big pineapple. This one's produced fruits already. It's got a lot of spikiness to it. It'll hurt your finger or your skin if you touch this the wrong way. And look at this aloe. I'm very proud of this aloe. Look, this is my hand. This aloe is the size of a small child. It's a big aloe. I'm really proud of it. You know, it's a happy aloe. It's really strong. And then this is a baby that came off of it. So that came off of the mama. And so did a couple other aloes. But this one's doing really good too. Really strong. They're all strong. And what else? Yeah, just a couple other random plants. Got some lettuces growing over here. This is my ICU, my young plant section. Got some lettuces, some papaya, some pineapples, several other horsetail. All right, guys, I think that's about it for the plant tour. I've got more plants in the front yard, but that's the backyard today. And I just wanted to, we're coming up on 13 minutes. I got to keep these podcasts a little short. Oh, I didn't mention Miami Mushroom Fest. We are going to have some exciting announcements soon. Besides the podcast, we're going to have an event in April, it sounds like. So we will get you the date and location as soon as possible. But we are planning more events to follow up on our past awesome events. And there is a story to tell along the way that, you know, people have probably been wondering where we've been the last 6 months. But there's a very interesting story going on in the background that I hope to share with you guys in the coming weeks and months, once I feel comfortable sharing it, of, you know, the journey and the struggle. You know, the hero's journey is something I think we all are going through every single day. But yeah, keep your eyes on Miami Mushroom Fest Instagram, and we will be making an announcement very soon, and I will make it on this channel as well. We have some events planned over the next 6 months, but even over the next 2 to 3 months, we will have something in Miami for our friends. So I guess that's about it, guys. I caught you up on a lot of the stuff going on in my life. I am going to Olympic trials. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to the Olympic marathon trials tomorrow in Orlando and staying there overnight tomorrow night, and then watching the trials on Saturday morning with my friend Jason Miller. So I'll be going live from the Olympic trials on Saturday. 10 a.m. Eastern is the start time. So Saturday, this Saturday, February 3rd, I think that is. Yeah, Saturday, February 3rd, 10 a.m. Eastern. I'll go live from the Olympic Marathon Trials on this channel. You guys can watch it with me, and I'll have my tripod and my camera with me, and I'll give you commentary on what's going on from the scene. So yeah, you know, if you're into running, if you're into recycling, if you're into medicinal functional mushrooms, mental health and mushrooms, if you're into gardening, if you're into cats, I've got two awesome cats that I'll share their awesome life with you. Celeste and Anjuno, they're really quite interesting in their own way, in their little worlds. I'll try to bring you some of their adventures too on this channel. But yeah, that's what we're going to be sharing is some stuff coming up about Sneaker Impact and about music, Miami Mushroom Fest, the events going on in Miami. Got some other big events coming up in April, May, and June, and March. But for now, it's the Olympic trials this Saturday in Orlando. Okay, guys? All right, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me today for this quick update, and let me know any thoughts and suggestions you have for the channel or anything you would like me to discuss, answer, or support or help you with. Thanks, guys.